should have had a pee. Should have peed. Should have peed. Okay.
Hi, it's me.
And we're live
Welcome back.
to Lust
And shame. And
Wine.
and wine.
Here comes the shame.
This
Yeah.
yeah, this will never
Went
work.
straight to shame. Yeah. We
We
have a special guest today.
yes,
Very special.
Martin.
Martin, welcome, bud.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm part of the shame almost every week.
And the wine.
And the wine.
Putting shame in the game.
But
Yeah.
the shame starts first. Yeah, friends of both Matt here for a while now.
Yeah,
Done some things together on work.
we certainly have. You
So
are
if
the,
we're not drinking, we're working together.
That's it.
If we're not working together, we're drinking together.
the cellmate's technical guy.
The cellmate technical guy.
Yes.
Do you want to explain what salemate is to the audience at large?
yeah. Explain. Do you want to explain it? You're probably
Se-
the best person to explain it.
I used to be. Haven't gone through that line for a while now, but cellmate was a way to reconcile everything that Macbeth has done over the years and trying to put community together and giving preferential access and backdoor access.
Backdoor.
NFTs.
Yeah.
Craze of NFTs. But NFTs was the best way for us to just gamify the whole purchasing power, the purchasing process.
Yeah, I mean, we sold some NFTs that came with a pre-print, and that print was being worked on for a year and something because it was slow.
Took a little bit longer than we expected,
Yeah.
but we
Let's say
did say it
two.
was going to be very, very big.
Yeah,
It was big.
Um,
It is big. You can still get
It's
it.
a big print.
yeah, when everybody bought the one cellmate, they were entitled to one print.
Yeah.
After
That's a
a
pretty
year and a half.
sweet deal.
which
if you
made
ask me.
which made it a bit different from the rest of the NFT projects. in the
Exactly.
sense
We were making sure that you were actually getting something
Yeah.
for real
Yeah.
and not just fluff
Yeah.
That's right.
and promises.
Yeah. And yeah, Martin is also from the south of France, like myself.
So we do drink Ricard together.
Yes, exactly.
When we miss it a little bit, that's what we get. It's the Madeleine de Proust.
C'est Madeleine Sprout. And yeah, back from holidays, you were in the south as well.
South, a little bit
Yeah,
in
how
Italy
was
as well.
Oh, Italy. We're in Italy.
Sardinia.
Okay.
Um,
Is that an
That's where they
island?
invented the
it's
sardines.
Sardinia is a could have been.
Sardines. Yeah.
Sardinia is an island just south of Corsica, a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
Okay.
but not as famous.
You can
They
see
don't burn
Corsica
down as
from-
many houses.
That's true.
So they don't get in the news as much.
Mm.
But everybody in an island is usually nuts.
Yeah. Aren't
know.
the Corsicans pretty violent?
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
what I meant.
Corsicans.
Sicily is an island? No, Sicily is the south.
Sicily, no,
Sicily is
Sicily
also
is
an
the
island.
south. I believe that it's just off.
Just
Italy.
up.
Yeah, it's the ball
There-
of the
there's a-
of
there's
the,
a
the
bridge.
boot. The ball is
Yeah.
The boot.
yeah, the ball that the boot is kicking.
So, because like island people, like you have Japanese who are nuts, Australian.
That's
Nuts.
a big
Definitely
island.
nuts.
It's a big island, but still an island though. They
I've
have
got
that
a s-
island mentality.
I've got
you
a
know?
story about Australia later
Oh yeah,
for you. Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. I saved it up just for the podcast.
I think that's why we send all the prisoners. I mean, the English sent the prisoners there because it
That was
felt
the
like
story,
it was
right?
an island.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we're on an island right now.
Yeah,
And
just much smaller island, full of people who are nuts as well.
yeah, all that the UK has basically is the ability to export its insanity and prove how insane it is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it comes with bad teeth as well, being on an island.
Australians have bad teeth as well?
All the
No, because because of the inbreeding. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get the small jaw. You get you sort of you end up
Yeah.
a sort of gibless turkey type person with this. Although,
Yeah.
dude, I've got the wonkiest bottom row of teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. A bit. Yeah.
I've got the same actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a bit of crowding as well. I
So
like it. It's kind of authentic.
One of the topic that comes back a lot on that podcast is eugenics.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We classify races and which is our favorite.
Yeah.
We do it positively.
Yeah, I get it. As long as it's positive, you can pretty
it's
much
all
say
positive.
anything, right?
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah, this is
That's what I've been
225 for you.
told by the guiding rules of YouTube.
And this week, our favorite race is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, wrong one.
one.
No.
Yeah, as long as your video stays up, I think you're in the boundaries,
Nobody
right?
watches it. Even the moderator.
The moderators, they don't care.
are like, fuck that, man.
The AI moderator is
so
like, yeah, fuck
boring.
this. I'm not. I'm not staying.
I don't know why those guys have been. Because how many hours is that now? 13, 14 hours
Yeah.
of drivel. Yeah. So as part of the only bit of format, we tried a few things. At some point, Matt had some games and stuff like this.
Oh yeah.
This-
Games, drinking games, or
No, just we were trying to get stuff to kind of give rhythm to the podcast. You were inventing like fake band names.
Yeah,
and
it was.
in there was one that was real. and
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like you give a list of 5 different things and one of them's fake. And you have to
Yeah.
guess which one the fake
that's a
is.
pretty
it
good
was
game.
pretty
So
good.
it was
Yeah.
like names of beers or titles of King Gizzard and the Lizard songs.
And then you realize that it needed a lot of preparation. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
This needs a lot of
we did
research
2
actually.
weeks and so we went back to the original idea of nothing, but we still have that thing of drinking something different every week.
This one's stuck.
which actually we couldn't really do
Yeah,
properly
actually, we
because
can't do this either.
today it's pastis again.
But it's fitting because
Yeah, so it's a different
guys
kind
are
of
from the
pastis.
south.
And
It's the end of the summer. We've just come back
That's-
from the
that's right.
south,
Yeah.
and we needed just to feel a little
I
bit back
wouldn't
home.
see anybody else, Maybe Hugo and you would be the perfect kind of pastis guest,
I guess so.
Yeah.
While Muti is serving us those lovely pastis, maybe you can tell us about those lovely sunglasses you got on. What's the story with Chinatown?
Chinatown. So I really loved those vintage Chanel sunglasses, and I can't afford them because they're like $4,000.
That's a little bit expensive for sunglasses, even for you.
You know how I treat sunglasses as well. So Akila did this collaboration with Chinatown Market,
Beautiful.
and I think they're really fucking nice.
They are.
And
And I do know which ones you're talking about from Chanel.
yeah,
actually.
you know those?
Yeah.
They're so nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are incredibly expensive.
Alright, I'm gonna be super obnoxious
Okay.
and tell you how we serve pastis in Marseille.
well, you
You
should.
put the ice afterwards. Is that what
the
you're
the
gonna say?
ice is the last bit.
Okay.
Which,
But
which
it's-
which by the way makes no
Well,
sense
Makes no sense.
because it splashes.
Yeah, anybody from south of Marseille makes absolutely no sense. So
That's true. I mean,
Uh,
it's the one rule. No, it's not the one rule.
now they
that I
say
don't-
it's not to crystallize the pastis, but that's
Oh, yeah.
way beyond my
Crystallize.
scientific
Well, we're
knowledge.
drinking
Pastis.
Pernod, which is already not, standards.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're doing the.
Yeah, you've got Paris written
Yeah,
all over that bottle.
exactly. What the fuck? Yeah, the color is wrong.
it says Paris on it.
We should be drinking Ricard.
But for anybody who knows, or anybody who's watching, if you
Yeah.
ever go down to the south,
Yeah, it's first
near
the
Marseille,
pastis, then the water, and then the ice.
exactly, because then you'll get people
Right.
telling you off for that.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, like you've just seen. Okay.
Yeah, no. I warned you that I was going to be obnoxious. Nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Cheers, bros.
Cheers, dudes. Good times. The sun came out just for us.
So,
Great.
what's in the news?
Oh yeah, so apparently in Australia, a granddad turned up at like nursery, like kindergarten or whatever, to pick up the kid, and took the wrong kid home.
Oh, nice.
He walked into where the kids were sleeping and just picked one.
Really?
Yeah, in
That's
Sydney.
Fucked.
It's amazing.
Are we sure he actually picked up the wrong kid, or he just picked up a kid in general?
Yeah. Did he have one there?
He did have one there.
Alright, cool. He wasn't just going shopping.
Yeah. No. No. Oh, I can't. Damn, I can't. I'm gonna have to look for it. But yeah, it was on. It was. I don't know. I mean,
legit news on BBC News. He's scrolling.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about. So you've since Cellmates, you've started getting into the AI game.
A little bit. Doing programming in the AI sphere just to try and see what's going on down there and what's possible and what's not.
You do code.
I do code.
You do code. You coded some video games.
So I started my programming journey doing video games.
Yeah. For the iPhone or
for the iPhone.
Yeah.
Just because the barrier to entry was a lot lower than if you were trying to do a PlayStation game or something.
Oh yeah,
like
of course, yeah.
So that's how I started doing programming, and then Salemate came about, and we moved on to blockchain and writing contracts and doing the front end for making sure we can interact with the blockchain. And now it's been 6 months that I'm doing AI works.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. You can do some crazy stuff with AI,
dude. Every week it seems to be.
I wanted to ask you something because like coding is a kind of language, in a way.
Yeah.
And AI, I feel like if AI is really good at something,
it's good at coding.
It's translating languages as well, much better than the software we had with like Google Translate and such.
For sure.
So. Is the
Use your balls down to the south of France. What happened there?
Is the coding nation? It's a nation. Is the coding people not afraid of AI just completely just annihilating the principle of coding by you can just talk to it and it would code for you?
It's already started. There are many services now that just gives you the ability to write a complete website talking to an AI. Now
vibe coding is a whole thing,
vibe coding is the term that sort of came about. Now
just people just making shit up.
I've done some vibe coding.
Yeah. When the word vibe coding came out, I was like, fuck, we've hit the rock bottom here.
Yeah. I am the problem.
Yeah.
But the difficulty with
Jive
just
coding.
trying to be serious for like a second. There's someone nagging in my ear.
Jive coding. That's cool.
But the difficulty with doing just vibe coding is that you are very, very likely to hit a wall and not being able to.
You can be precise, yeah.
You can be precise, and the AI is going to start creating things. And if you don't know how to program, you're just going to you're just going to accept that. Well, it seems like it's working, and then you've put your key, for example, to all your backend in the front end, and people can see it. For example, it's getting a little bit technical, but sometimes the AI is going to do things without really thinking about what's the best way.
So it'd be a bit like if I was talking to AI to make me a car, and I'm like, okay, it needs to have 4 doors, 4 wheels, and it needs to go forward, and if I need to backwards or so.
Also, this is a person who can't drive.
I don't have a license, but I know cars
because
I've watched the whole of Top Gear. So I'm very familiar with cars. There's 3 doors, 4, 5 doors, because they say the trunk is a door, which is very confusing.
I've never understood that, and it also frustrates my son. I remember we picked up a hire car, and he was like, where's the 5th door, Dad?
Because they don't count the bonnet as a door.
No, they should.
And he opens the same way. So that's very frustrating for someone like myself.
Un trou est un trou.
Yes. La bite n'a pas d'œil. Yeah. Classics.
Any flap is kind of can be
No, so yeah, okay, I get it. Like, but obviously you wouldn't be able to go in the nitty
So
gritty.
if you're looking to just build a website for writing a blog, for example, you're surely going to be able to do it. If you're trying to get an infrastructure who's going to be a little bit more complicated,
Yeah.
then it's going to be difficult for
Just like that
an
with
AI
this.
to do everything for you. Now, it's been, I think, about 3 months that 99% of my code is written by AI.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So that
it-
just starts with with commands, just like
So
Here's
you're
what we're doing
inside you're
today.
inside your code editor and you're just requesting different changes, but there's
That's
a difference.
different because it comes from someone who knows how to code, so you know what to ask for.
That's what I was going to say. Is the prompt
Sorry,
that you're going to
say it.
ask. The prompt that you're going to ask is very important, but also it depends on what you're asking. So, for example, if you ask for build me a to-do app, for example,
Yeah.
he's going to be able to build a to-do app. But if you're trying to build Shopify, for example, you're trying
Yeah.
to build me Shopify, you can't just go build me Shopify. You're going to have to go step by step, and knowing
Yeah.
that infrastructure is what's most difficult.
Also,
Um,
I found like the one thing that I kind of vibe coded, I was like, the related with the dudes, it was like a, you like that vibe coding
I just
language.
love it,
I vibe
yeah.
coded it. Like a clothing production app, so that you could plug in a design and it would, you know, tell the app where to place it.
And I'm sure
and
you were
it would give
successful.
you all the, no. Once you get to the
No.
once you get to the point where you actually have to tell it to place something onto a t-shirt, it could not conceive of what a t-shirt was. It was like, give me a diagram of a t-shirt. I had,
but
like,
you were
ended up
using
drawing one.
that AI motor for the nude stuff you're doing on the side as well,
That's why.
right? Yeah. They don't know about clothing, that one. The one you trained?
No, but what I mean is, like, even with that, you kind of, you start off with a general sort of idea of what you want, and for someone who's not involved in coding, you then have to go down all these little avenues where, like, okay, yes, this, but also that, and you start getting into this.
Exactly, when you get into the nitty-gritty of programming,
anticipate.
But then it feels like if you were to code this way, you'd start with the wrong thing and then add a patch and a patch and a patch until you get
It's just a Frankenstein.
and
Yeah.
sometimes you're trying to debug an issue for 3 hours, and then
Yeah.
you realize that it was 3 hours prior that the
Yeah.
AI did some shit, and that was the start of all your shit, but you just didn't know. So it's it's very empowering because anybody can start writing code, which is amazing. But
to a degree, but
to a degree. So
basically, yeah.
I don't think that we're yet at the stage where AI is going to completely replace programmers.
Yeah.
People have been saying that for years, and AI is writing most codes for most companies now. But it's
I'm asking because, like, obviously we've talked about this, and it's something that's being used very candidly in by a lot of people to create music or visuals.
and you'll be
I've
very
fucked
impressed.
with it.
I'm sure you'll be very impressed with the music, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, right?
No,
It's nothing
exactly.
that
It's nothing that, but it cannot, like, even with the images, even the most amazing like animation that it comes up with, it's still taken from something that already exists. So I've not been blown away. And also, in images and music, you cannot. Same as coding, you cannot go in and just tweak very because, like, when I worked in 3D and illustration is different, but when I worked in 3D and most of our friends still work with 3D, the settings and the renders and the tweaks that they make is to the pixel.
exactly super
you know?
detailed, right?
Yeah.
And AI is not going to be able to get down to that.
You're not gonna get to that. I mean, not yet. At
Just
some
yet,
point,
exactly.
yeah.
It's the worst that it's ever been. It's only going to get better from here. And
What do you
it's-
mean when you say that? It's the worst that it's
Well,
ever
the
been.
AI is it can only get better.
Exactly, unless models stopped becoming better and better. But at the moment, every 3 months we're just seeing improvements
Right.
in whatever models. And you've got one company that is specifically doing video models, and one is doing specifically image models, and then you've got one who's doing specifically, for example, accounting. And the more you focus your models and you try to make them better, it's always going to get better. So
Yeah.
it's it's true that from a philosophical. Do we speak about philosophy on this podcast?
Dude,
Whatever you want,
nothing to
dude.
talk about.
Yeah.
From a philosophical point of view, it's just difficult to grasp as to where the human race will be in a few years. If we're completely replaced by AI
that's always been so much fun with sci-fi and
the
stuff
thing
as well.
is-
As like when you try to predict like where humanity's going to be in 20 years.
But you
never get it right.
You know how the people you know really well, like your kids, your wife, some of your friends, or just some have some dark secrets. But the people you spend shut up, yeah, shut up. Carl, if you
I was gonna do Carl, but
of course. It's tough hanging out with him and he's still the butt of the joke. That's not cool, dude. No, what I'm saying is
Carl, if you're watching.
like like you can tell by like micro expression on someone's face that like something's not exactly right. You see what I mean? Like you couldn't do that with someone you just met.
no.
Although some people maybe are a bit more sensible, but what I mean is like even someone who could fake it really well, joy or sadness or whatever.
I can't do that.
You cannot.
I'm
Yeah,
the worst at this.
You're the openest of books.
New expression for today.
For good
the
and-
most openness.
the openest of
Yeah,
books.
for good and for ill. It's written all over my face.
And what I mean by that is that I think this was a segue into, because like at the dudes, which actually Martin's
I just got that at the shop downstairs.
representing.
Me as well. Yeah.
I have
Not the new collection though, is it?
No, this is an old one. That's new.
Ah, there you go.
Fall winter,
No, I'm not
summer
only
and
representing the dudes, but
something
I'm
else.
also representing Dirty Melody with that sweatshirt.
That's it.
Because here we are. We got the bassist here in the back.
Booyah.
For Alice, that just came out. Well, a couple months. Been doing very well, right?
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Yeah, what I meant is like, so Harry, for instance, is the CEO of the dudes and really close friend, German from Bavaria, and I've known him for obviously like 15 years.
Yeah.
And now like suddenly like we started getting these emails from him which were like perfect English.
Yeah, suddenly.
And that are like 6 pages
And,
long.
Yeah.
it's so long.
Yeah, every
I was
3
like,
hours is a new business idea with a full business plan.
So that's not a micro expression, that's different. That's like a mega expression. That's like, obviously this is very different. But
Like shit,
I just-
Harry has gained so many IQ points.
Dude, I
Fucking, I don't know where it's gone from.
I just love to picture him just like tapping madly, like in the dark, like in his house.
in Story in Philadelphia, when Charlie takes the clever pill, what he thinks is a clever pill, but turns out it's a placebo. It just like becomes really but what I mean by that is that it also stripped a lot of what Harry sounded like.
Oh,
Yeah,
completely.
over the even
So
if-
AI has kind of taken away his personality.
What I saw is that me, for instance, like I've been chatting to ChatGPT for to work out the sale of my flat and buying a house. Yeah, it's been really helpful for this. It's been like super, like very handy for this type of tasks. Yeah, but I've also used it. Like I got some question for an interview, and I was like, okay, I have no time.
We're not
to,
going to say which
no,
interview
no.
it was.
But there's one interview out there that I said, all right, can you answer this question in the style of Macbeth? And it's obviously like, oh shit.
No more battery.
Wait. It should be good.
Plug in another battery.
No, it's good. Dude. Wait.
Sign languages.
Yeah. Oh.
Sign languages.
Okay, we're back. And we're back. I don't know why I should have. But it's working now. What was the thing? Yeah, I was saying like I did.
You responded in an interview question
Yeah,
with
so
just.
I did go back into like I looked at the answers. I tweaked a lot of it. It was really helpful, but it was also like not as violent and not as like wrong as
it didn't have your soul in it.
Yeah, and also like I can't really. I mean, as the people who've been watching and listening to this trash for the last 14 episodes, I can't really speak that great English. Like, it's okay.
So no, but your copywriting is really good.
Some of the copywriting, if it's short, it's okay.
It's
If it's 15 questions, at some point I lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And if one of those questions is, "What's your inspiration?"
Like, here, AI, take it away from me.
Yeah, exactly. Take it away.
But I mean, it is a great way of using AI, though. Is like putting it into AI, getting something spit out, and then working from that. You're working with it as a draft.
But the only thing I would add to this is that you need to learn from this. Like, okay, so for instance, I'm replying to my solicitor. I draft something, give it to ChatGPT, and ask it to like, is it
Is it good English?
Is it right? You know, can you make it?
Can you
tighter?
improve the flow?
Exactly. So then, like, it does it, and then I read it back, and then I learn from that. Okay.
So you're saying AI has been your teacher for the last year?
What I'm saying is that what I don't want is for me to lose any kind of those basic skills by just like shoving it into the black box and not understanding what's different about what
the problem with this is that it's like if you rewind yourself to the early or to the 80s or something, and the first game consoles like a Nintendo or I don't know, whatever, PlayStation 1 or something, it's like giving that to a child.
PlayStation 1 in the 80s, boys.
Or in the 90s. Yeah. PlayStation 1 was in the 90s.
Every day, all day.
Just and the kid saying, "Oh, this is great, but it's I'm only going to do it for like 1 hour a day."
Oh yeah, cool.
You know?
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like there's no. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. Like that is ethically the way you should use it.
No,
but people don't and won't.
I understand that I am above the normal kind. Like,
well,
yeah. Not to
take a look.
Yeah. No, I am someone actually who kind of procrastinate and I could lose myself into doing this type of things. But the same way, like I don't like to buy ready-made sauces.
Ah, yes.
I like to understand how you make those. Now, sometimes I stray away from this, and I do buy some pesto from.
I think pastry is definitely excusable if you're like.
Oh, anything cake related? Fuck that shit. I'm not spending one time measuring half a gram of.
I was thinking a quiche or like a.
Quiche is different. It's not baking.
No. I'm not suggesting it is. I'm just saying if you were going to make a quiche,
you have to be like precise to the millimeters.
I wasn't going to make the pastry.
No, fuck that. Yeah, I agree, because that's back to baking.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
No offense to bakers out there, but I have no respect for it.
Why is that? Is
I
it
don't
because
have a
it's
sweet tooth.
You don't have a sweet tooth?
No.
No, it's true that you eat
cheese.
salty in the morning.
Yeah, cheese, charcuterie, meat, some vegetables, because you have a sweet tooth.
I have a colon as well. It needs to operate.
That's
so
true.
Vegetables are important. Yeah. No, I don't have a sweet tooth.
It's nice to have a sweet treat from time to time.
Well, yeah. I do eat some chocolate every day.
Yeah.
You eat chocolate every day?
That's just
yeah,
because before he masturbates. It's aphrodisiac. He has these solo meals of oysters and chocolate. With a candle.
Coming up with new ideas on ChatGPT.
I'm just vibe coding this porn website for my sesh afterwards.
That's not a human female.
No. That's not a bukkake. Or whatever it's spelled or said. So
No, I spelled it wrong. It's some sort of cake. A baking website. Yeah. I don't know.
Some kind of motorbike covered in cum.
I can't even remember.
Bukkake.
So what was the analogy with AI with pastry then?
Oh fuck! I mean, I took a tangent. I don't remember where I went.
No, it's because you were saying you don't in the same way that you don't buy ready-made sauces. Like you'll make your own sauce.
right. Oh, yeah.
Because you know that it's going to taste better.
Exactly. Yeah, I would no, but I mean, it's like I would ask the help of AI to make to facilitate some stuff that I don't know how to do yet. But I would also look at what it's done to understand the process of doing. I just don't want to not being able to write an email later on.
No.
Or develop.
There was a meme when AI just come out, and it was on one side it was like, look, it's put these 3 bullet points into a perfectly written email, and then on the other side it said, look, it's put this perfectly written email into 3 bullet points.
Yeah,
and it's exactly that. It's
but that's it's again a racist one, but it's Chinese whispers, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. That's not racist.
That's
I don't
not
think.
racist.
I know because
it's a commonly agreed expression.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
In
when
France,
in my previous
the
job,
only reason I'm saying it's racist is because in France it's called the Arabian telephone, which
Which definitely is racist at that
Yeah,
point
that
because we're
sounds
no longer
racist.
speaking about the Chinese.
Yeah. So it's like, why the fuck is it like the fact that you lose meaning the more you talk have anything to do with race? You know?
Arabian telephone, Chinese whispers. In my last job, I won't name where I worked or who this person was, but our creative director.
McDonald's.
Make it all
We were on
back
a
in
call
one
with
tree.
with a client who was Chinese, and they were like, "Yeah, this is just a case of Chinese whispers." And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh wow!"
that's a Japanese mistake.
It worked out fine, but it was still funny.
That's great.
I laughed. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with this guy? I was this morning. It must have been the same with you because we all have kids here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
6
in
kids
charge of
between
6
us.
kids in
6
total.
human beings.
And
Can you imagine that?
who's nuts? Guys doing podcasts. The fuck.
We do pick
hey
up the
kids.
wrong kids every once in a while at the
Yeah.
nursery as well. But
As long as you bring it back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not covered in shit. No, but this morning I was like, all right. I looked outside and it was like storm, like the biggest drops of rain, like.
and look at that today.
And I
Look at now.
literally, like, I was like putting on the stuff for the kids, trying to find where all the equipment is for the rain, and then as I came out of the flat, blue skies, just like someone strolling the shit out of me.
Here. Fuck off.
Go back to France, you can't.
You're ready for winter.
You
Like,
thought Brexit was a joke.
it's very fucking real.
We're on an island, we're crazy here. Yeah.
No, because I think a lot of people think that London is quite rainy. A lot of people in France think that London is.
That's the cliche, right? Yeah.
That's a cliche, but it's nowhere different to Paris, for
No,
example.
exactly. And the thing that I know for sure now is that because I bring the kid every day to school, is that I'm rarely met with rain.
Hardly ever.
Yeah.
I cycle every day, and I'm.
Yeah.
I'm going to that. I'm going to that march on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Jewish one?
Political and shit. No,
Oh, yeah.
the Palestine one.
Oh, okay.
3 guys.
Virtue signaling to the max.
No, I'm just finally trying to dispel this this
The-
horrible.
the what I've said about you online on Twitter, and dude, Twitter has been loving it.
That's great. Yeah, big on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. So
How is that pastis this yellow?
I know it does
that's because it's
seem
from Paris.
Parisian.
forgot how
Parisian shite.
Thanks, man. So yes, an investigation has been launched after a grandfather mistakenly took home the wrong child from a daycare centre in Sydney, Australia. Yeah, the man arrived to collect his grandchild on Monday afternoon, but he accidentally took home a different child who was asleep in a dark room. My favorite part was, yeah, they couldn't. So the mother obviously arrived to like try to pick up her kid and was like, wait a minute.
So she took the other one?
Yeah, the
Same shit. Okay.
yeah. I mean, they're all.
Yeah.
That's
That's
same.
how I imagine Australians like, alright mate.
It's just.
We
the-
pick up the
Oh, they couldn't tell me the man's name. They couldn't tell me who he was. They couldn't tell me who he was meant to pick up. They couldn't tell me what he looked like apart from the fact that he was wearing shorts and he
Ah.
was an older gentleman.
I like that you did the accent there.
Yeah. Well, I tried.
No,
Yeah.
it's good. I could tell, like, because you don't have a massive South African accent. I think.
Oh, thanks for the ask, dude.
Brew.
Did you pay attention to the order?
I did, yeah. No, I'll get it right next time, I promise. Santé.
Yes. Yeah.
So is it a requirement for anybody watching this podcast to be drinking similar drinks to what you're drinking? Is that something that you requested at the beginning?
Play along at home if you want.
Yeah, you can play along at home. I put in the title is always the name of the drink that we're having. So, it's the first thing you know before you stop listening to this shite is what we're drinking. And yeah, they should play at home. It's a fun game. Especially if you're alone taking care of the kids.
Yeah, there's not going to be like a season 5 of this one because we're going to be in AA by that time.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
I was actually looking at some, like, obviously I don't look back at all the episodes, but I have to go through some of them, because we had to, add graphics or censor some stuff, and then sometimes I was like, all right, in one, like that one usually is like an hour, yeah. How many drinks do I have?
Oh, did you count?
In an hour, like, no, I didn't, because I didn't.
You're like,
but I know it's more than 2.
Yeah, that's faster than the average, I would say.
Yeah, it's closer to 4 or 5, I think.
I guess.
Yeah.
But also, we're on camera and we're like,
yeah, and
excited.
Like the one, so we did one with Owen, and it lasted for like almost 2 hours.
Wow.
But we shot that one after we.
Yeah, he's good entertainment, Owen.
He's really good.
He's good value.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got loads of things to say.
It was super articulate.
Like, I get to have a mic.
yeah. He couldn't believe it. Yeah.
It was so close in his face as well. He was like, "Hi, it's me, I'm Owen."
Yeah, he does have a sexy voice, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah.
But the what's funny is that so we shot that one with Owen. 10 minutes after we finished shooting another one, we were both recording for the holidays, so we didn't miss a week. For what reason, I don't know. But
you guys are fucking.
So it had been 3 hours, and I was slurring my words. Like, if you look at the episode with Owen towards the end, I'm doing like a bad impression of someone who's drunk.
Dude, yeah, that was
not an impression.
Quite a big day.
It's actually, yeah, that's how I sound when I'm tipsy.
There are limits to how many of these we can do a day. Let's just say that. Yeah.
That's true.
One a day is good enough.
One a
week.
One a week, yeah. Fuck, one a day. We have barely anything to talk about for but yeah, Monday. So, things to talk about, actually. Finishing to track some stuff for the new album.
Oh, dude, you've done nothing but tracking.
Yeah,
you've
been just shredding. A lot of guitars.
When is the next album coming out?
So.
Oh, you can tell us the name.
I can tell you the name and the date.
You can put the artwork here.
Put the artwork there. This is a great platform for me to soft launch all these type of things
to 10 people.
But yeah, because the same for Cold Cut. Like I said the date, and turns out it was like a week later.
Yeah.
But we are pretty committed to the 7th of November for the launch of Wrong the Fool, my 4th album.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that gonna mean a tour afterwards?
No.
Or?
So
everyone asks this.
Yeah. No. So like
I think the reason why I ask is because, I mean, I don't give a shit. But I know that a lot of people are waiting for a tour.
I have to field questions about this.
We won't,
and I'm sure you'll be excited about it as well. Like, you've got the kids are definitely not having a Fed now.
No. So I want to play live again. The mistake I've done on this album is that I've spent way too long crafting those tracks, and a lot of them are extremely complex to actually play live.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be it's fine if it's not matching exactly the album. I don't think people come to see you live for that anyway.
No.
But it just means that there's gonna be quite a bit of work to get the band in a shape that we could play
up to speed.
Yeah. And when I think about it, I have anxiety. but we're gonna do it. It's just like one thing at a time. I just felt like right now, I had the second child, which was a mistake, obviously, and then
that was the reason for that. For your mistake.
Did you domino him into parenthood?
Yeah.
He looks at me, he's like, he looks alright. He doesn't look that tired. Okay, I'll just do a second one now.
It's not that. I think like I felt weirdly. I was like, when you had your second one, I was like, shit. For some reason, I feel a little bit jealous.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and there's another one because I already had two.
But I think the
like, wait a minute, there's a pattern here.
You were I can't remember if it was you or Joe. Like someone said, like, okay, one kid is nice, but it's not a family, which is very harsh for people who have just the one kid. But I understand what they mean by that, though. I feel like the difference between having
the dynamics are just a lot.
Yeah, suddenly this is like the classic family. There's 2 against 2, seems fair. And like they have their own little world, and it's amazing. But like that, they kind of like, I didn't plan for that, so we had that, buying the house, doing the album. Just finished the exhibition for Mexico, so just trying to think about like setting the band to play live.
Yeah, like, it's not like you don't have other shit on your plate.
Just give me 2 months
yeah.
to just breathe a little bit.
Yeah,
here's a soft lunch for you.
Yeah, I've been soft for a while. But yeah, so
what's this exhibition in Mexico?
In 2 weeks I'm going to Guadalajara for an exhibition with my mate Alan Berriera.
That's a real place, by the way.
It is a real place, yeah. No, I'm super fucking excited. So, I've done 4 big illustrations. It's a duo show, so Alan is doing 4 as well, I think, something like that. I hope he didn't do 5, the little cunt.
Yo, better check
Alan,
on
if
him.
you watch this, of course you don't. But it's and now on Monday we have a session in the studio to record the last vocals for the album.
Last ones. I've actually booked it on the right day this time.
The thing is, like, I will never do an album this way again. Where
never
the
again.
first single goes out like 3 months ago.
So Alice will be part of the single. Is that what? Part of the album.
Yeah.
Okay.
But TTM is part of the album.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah.
But like the like Alice was dropped like 3 months ago or something like this.
Yeah, in May.
And I'm still not done writing. Like, I wrote the songs are written. Actually, they're not, because today I forgot that I was supposed to spend some time writing lyrics for Monday, which I haven't done that. So tomorrow I need to do just lyric time, which is a bit of it's problematic for me because I have a hard time just doing one type of tasks.
Right. Yeah, you like to jump around from different stuff.
Jump around. So yeah, but Monday we're recording lyrics, vocals with Muti for your album Witchcraft.
Yes.
And my album Wrong the Fool, and this will come out fairly soon.
So how many tracks in total in that album?
9.
9.
Yeah, same. I think I've got 9
including
as well.
TTM and Alice, so 7 new tracks.
TTM and Alice, Cool Cut, and then there's one. I've got a track coming out.
Oh, this is on the 26th, right?
26th of September. Called Moon.
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
I put the artwork there, and I put like 10-second audio bit there. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Yeah. No. So what was obviously the drawback of making albums this way is that it takes
it's
years.
It's the stress as well, because like I did the both side of the spectrum. On one side, I started releasing things before having the whole album done, right?
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Which is the like retarded way of doing things, yeah.
Yeah.
And
were you expecting to do an album?
Yeah, I knew I was going to.
No, we just. I think we just thought that the rest of it would just be finished earlier. I guess.
Being dumb as shit. Yeah. And on the other side of the spectrum, I did the very professional thing of hiring someone to take care of the release, and hiring a PR guy also who's putting the thing out there for press to talk about and stuff like this. So those people, they're chasing me. It's like, the album's done, right?
Where the
Like,
fuck is the album now?
it's not. I was like, all right, cool. Well, we decided it's out on the 7th of November. I was like, okay. But it's good.
It's good.
It's good because like it gives you, you know, those deadlines. And I craved. Deadlines is the one thing. Like I remember, like when we were in school, like you'd have deadlines that could be like, you know, a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months.
As soon as you get a deadline, then
But-
you start working.
Yeah, exactly. But I usually waited until the very, very, you know, last moment to do my job. But the deadline is still something that kind of makes you do things when you don't
Yeah,
have
you
a
need
deadline.
deadlines, of
Yeah,
course.
and it's the thing for you at home.
Here's a hot tip.
It's a hot take. No, but like whatever is your personal project you want to develop outside of work, you need a deadline, but you can't have a deadline that's placed by yourself, because like that's so easy to
You
just
can
push
break it.
yeah. So I don't know how, because everybody has a different kind of situation, but if you want to get something done, don't just stop for a year and, you know, think that everything's going to be resolved, because
It
it
certainly
never
will not.
will not.
Yeah. Okay, so how's the next one going to be made then?
The next one will be made exactly the same way, because I never learned.
Because I would like to, because the one we made before was super fun. Like we wrote all the stuff and then we went into the studio and we played it, and it was all done in one.
They'll do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it all done in 1 week.
Yeah.
Just bam, it's done.
I will do that again.
That also is a
Take-
deadline,
take,
because you're
like-
like, shit, we're going into studio. I need to have these songs
But
in a
it's so
certain
nice
place.
to spend 10, 12 days in studios.
Yeah.
Instead of doing what we've done here, which is like,
Yeah, you get into a vibe,
yeah.
which is nice.
You can tell in the album that I'm a little
Vibe.
bit worried
All
that the
about
album
vibe.
might not be homogeneous.
Yeah, I have
You
that
mean
same.
like in terms of tracks, or
Just because all the tracks have been created in very different ways over like an extremely large period of time. So
I don't think that's a bad thing, is it?
No, it's just like a Tube. I was really proud of Tube because there was a texture and a
Yeah.
mood throughout the thing that worked. And this one, some we played the drum, some I programmed the drum,
Yeah.
some are samples. It's like it's kind of like all over the place. The only red line is that I play and
The red line is
record
that no AI
and
for the
mix is
songwriting.
done by Alexi. Yeah. No, I've not used it. I've used AI for just because when I write lyrics, I usually go to these two websites. Which one is like rhyming, like the words that
.com.
rhymes with. Yeah, it is. I think it's Rhyming Zone or something like that.
Yeah.
And the other one is something else, whatever. Like, so now I use that as like, give me 50 words that rhymes with this, which is I know is the least. It's like basically Google.
Yeah, there's a great website for that. It's called ChatGPT. Have you heard of it?
That's why I use ChatGPT for this. It's like, okay, you give me this, and at least it's all in the same,
Yeah.
page. It makes my life easier. So okay, I need rhyming and I need a 5-syllable word. You know, if I when I do my
You
raps,
don't need to
But
be
that's
on
okay.
pace.
I mean, I think in the past.
There's going to be some rap on that as well.
I'm rapping. You know, I'm doing a Limp Bizkit kind of, Elliott Smith Limp Bizkit.
Looking forward to that. I can't wait.
The fusion folk.
Wow. Yeah. No, but there's so. I mean, in the past you would have a thesaurus or a dictionary or something, and you would look up stuff
Or a
in a
dinosaur.
book. Yeah, but you see what I mean? It's like you're using it in the same way that you would use something like that.
Macbeth is 65 years old now. He used to look at dinosaurs.
No, it's because the thesaurus sounds like a dinosaur. Sorry, it was a
It does.
shitty joke. I'm tired. I'm sad now.
Shit, the Chanel sunglasses have come off. So, should we?
I don't feel great.
I don't feel great. Oh.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. You used to do it with the but the thesaurus is online, right? Or
Yeah, exactly. You would use the same thing online.
Yeah.
So it's using the tool just in the same way, but
It's just going to.
it's fine.
It's
You're not
going to
asking it
It's
to
probably
write the
going
whole
to
thing.
those places as well to find the answers.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
asking. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not asking it to write the lyrics for you.
Oh no, that would be so
Inspiration.
sad.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
No, I would hate that. I still like as bad as my lyrics can be, or it's just at least it's like this podcast. You know, you're getting the real deal because
Basically,
because of this
I
light
just
test
came
of
for
shit.
drinks. Like, hey, by the way, you're for being a guest on the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
We
I
surprise.
don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
So
see.
This is the thing we do. We surprise podcast our friends. They come to the studio for a drink. It's like, and our guest tonight.
And I guess tonight.
Where did these headphones come from? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are there free mics here?
So I was actually thinking about that. I think we should try to do a setup with the lapel mics, and I have a anamorphic lens for my iPhone.
Holy shit. Okay.
So we could potentially try to see how low key we can get the setup, so we could record in other places. You know, like inside the pub.
We're taking it on the road. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Is this like a tour?
Next
almost?
episode, down in the pub.
Try. I mean, you know, try to. Yeah, I think it could be fun though. You know.
Yeah.
Get a very tiny tripod for the iPhone, and.
You got to be careful where you walk around though.
No, but I was thinking, you know, like, how funny would it be if we did the same thing but on the terrace of the Marksman?
They would
guys
love
do
that.
We can see it
Oh,
from
hey,
here.
guys. More margaritas. Yeah, then you could just order stuff. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Dude, yeah.
Table
Imagine
service.
that. Yeah.
Shit. We could even get a guy to look up stories, like grandparents
you and
who
your
picked up
guys.
the wrong kid.
He's always talking about guys. You could even get a guy.
Go on,
I
tell
knew
us-
it,
tell
it
us-
was
tell us a
it
little
was
bit
matter
more.
of seconds until it was like,
Go a little bit deeper.
can we get
into
a
it.
guy? Fuck, man. Enough.
So, okay, what's next with AI? Where are we
What's
gonna
next with AI?
give us your
Like,
hot
if-
take?
If one person could know.
Yeah.
I mean,
What are the? Because we keep hearing like, okay, so lawyers are all gonna lose their jobs and accountants, etc.
Yeah, no,
Everyone's
the
still.
funny thing with AI is that
What happens? Basically, when are we gonna get a paycheck to just sit at home? That's what I'm.
The universal
income. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been a fan of universal income, like before AI was even a thing.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, it does.
And it's true that AI, compared to 20 years ago when all the different shops were getting tills without a human being
Yes.
actually bidding things for you. Now it's not the blue collar jobs that are being replaced; it's the white collar jobs.
Yeah.
And despite that, we're still not really realizing how much of an impact it's going to have for everyone around us.
I think it's exactly like for what you said for the blue collar jobs. There's red collars. The guy who tries to sound
just blue and
clever.
white?
He didn't understand what.
The
What about
red
guys with-
colors and the yellow colors job.
Patent
It's
shirts.
the LGBT era.
No, it's not just LGBT now.
No.
LGBTQUYXYZ, whatever.
So no, what I meant is like obviously you have robots building cars and you have self checkout tills at the supermarket, but you still have like obviously loads of blue collar jobs. I mean, most jobs are blue collar jobs. Yeah. I just think like when people think of ChatGPT, I mean AI replacing like an attorney, like it's not gonna replace a lawyer. It's gonna replace maybe
Someone who writes like
fucking
boilerplate.
solicitor that
Yeah.
I paid to take care
Just
of.
to write some boilerplate
Because
standard
the
document.
solicitor I paid almost $2,000 to do the paperwork for my house, which
Yeah.
was fucked
Like,
up
yeah.
9 times. like
9 times too many,
it's-
friend.
Dude, yeah. Like that's like in the most outrageous ways, in the same way ChatGPT would fuck up.
Do you think he was trolling you? Do you think he knows who you are? and
I
he
was
trolling
thinking
you?
maybe they were using ChatGPT to do that.
but that's the difficult thing with AI is that it's like I was saying earlier, it's very empowering, and there are many great things about it, but then it's just about okay how we're actually going to handle that shift towards having plenty of tasks that are being done for us. And
so let's say it's a choice between you get a letter in the post and it's from HMRC or whatever, and they're like, you've qualified for
HMRC for the international is the taxman.
Yeah, Her Majesty's Revenue.
His Majesty.
Sorry, His Majesty's Revenue and Custom something. I don't open anything they send.
His Majesty's Custom Revenue.
Whenever it says that,
I have no idea what it is, but I think that might be it.
His Majesty racist.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's it's usually not good news though.
No.
If they're like, okay, you've qualified for universal basic income, and you get like, how much do you think is a good universal basic income for everybody to get?
20 grand.
No,
20,000.
To be serious, 2,000 a month.
2,000 a month. And
then,
you
wait, did you get this? I don't know how universal income works. Do you get this if you also work, or is that just the de facto?
I guess if you're a
everybody gets this on top of whatever the fuck they're
you've
doing.
got a job that's been replaced by some computer that
But
can
yeah,
do it in
yeah,
2
but
seconds.
we're looking like 5 years ahead in time, and like AGI, so artificial general intelligence, has arrived, and every job have been replaced.
All the jobs.
All the jobs, like,
So nobody's working.
except if you're an electrician.
Mass suicide. That's what's happening. People because people stop smoking a lot, right? Okay.
Well,
And then the only way they can get out of their spending time with their families now that they smoke less is going to work. And if you remove this,
then
people
just
will
it's just
shoot
go and getting a rope.
yeah, that's actually a huge thing. It's a similar thing as when people are like, oh, when I retire, I'm gonna get a fucking beach cabin in like Costa Rica and just drink margaritas all day.
There's 3 cabins out there.
Yeah,
Completely empty.
well, you'll do that for a week, and then you'll be like, I
Oh, yeah.
cannot do
And
this
it's
anymore.
Like the belt around the neck.
But I don't know. There's that story of I forgot the Brazilian offer. What was his name? Whatever. It's a story about a fisherman. Have you ever heard that story?
Wow.
So it's a fisherman. There's a businessman that comes to a fisherman, and the fisherman is fishing, obviously.
Okay.
And
He's a fisherman.
the businessman tells him, why don't you start getting a boat, and then you can start getting more fishes, and then you can get more fishes, which means you can
Get a second boat.
You can get a second boat, and then you can start being no longer working. And then the fisherman tells him, I'm happy staying here and just fishing. I forgot the story now.
Oh, that's alright. I know that story. I think the
And
title
that's
is The
why-
Fisherman and
No, but it's the businessman is basically telling him how he should be expending, how he should be
how
doing
to
more,
optimize his
how he should be
time.
optimizing, and then the fisherman
missing
asks
the
him
point.
to do what,
Yeah.
so that you could fish all day.
Yeah.
And it's like, isn't that what I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, but
yes.
actually, yeah, no.
So you could do whatever you wanted.
point
and he's
of-
You
Like,
can
but I'm-
basically
I'm
do whatever
doing
you want,
I
and whatever
now.
makes it good for you.
Yeah, the point made sense. But it's exactly that. It's like you can't replace all the jobs, because even if you could make everything work without all the jobs, people without jobs would go completely mental.
Mm.
Like, you like playing video games because it's fun, but also you're avoiding doing something else.
Yeah,
you know?
you're kind of not supposed to be playing video games in
Yeah.
a way. I always find that when I pick up a
But
console, I'm
because
like,
it's-
okay, let's play.
But that's
Like,
but
this
that's
is-
nice. That's the.
You need
yeah.
unproductive time,
It's like you're not
but it's
supposed
because
to be
the rest of your
drinking.
time is productive.
Yeah, exactly. And we cherish our drinks at the end of the day, because
Every day.
every day.
Yeah, today was a shit
Every
day, and I was
day.
looking forward to that drink.
No, you look for the drinks, It's just like, but if you start, you're just like, oh, universal income, fuck yeah, I'm drinking from 9 a.m.
Well, you're not going to be drinking anything good, that's for sure. Because
No.
if you're only getting £2,000 a
I am-
month, you're
I
gonna
am
be
100% for universal income. I think like I'm just trying to understand, like, if it's something that's given to everybody, or is it something that's only
Yeah,
given
everybody gets it.
to, so
Well, that's the
even if
idea.
you have a job on top
Even
of
if
it.
you already have a
That's
job.
great. I think the purchasing power of people needs to be bigger than what it is now anyway.
The idea is just that so much wealth is being built out of machines, and it's just a time for us to, how can we make sure that wealth is being distributed?
What
Yeah,
if you only get that universal basic income if you are like a good citizen?
Oh, like you have a good rating, like what if you did something nice.
Yeah, you've got to do like
I don't
certain
care.
things
I
or
get
not do certain things.
I do get a lot of money, so I don't
Like
need
every time you look at porn,
I think
your
your
$2
credit rating just goes
you
down.
lose money like
$2,000 less a month to be a cunt. I can pay that for sure.
It's like fuck it. I don't take the universal income. Let me be a
That'd
cunt.
be so funny.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, he must be rich.
Ma,
He said-
you've been a cunt again this month. Yeah, it's like,
Wow,
yeah.
life must be
Worth
good.
it. It's so worth it. Just sell more prints.
Dude, you said the N-word like 5 times. He's like,
I'm not even
rolling.
racist. I didn't have any idea. I was coming to the end of the month. I'm gonna pay $2,000 anyway. I mean, I'm not gonna get him, you know.
Yeah.
But it's difficult for anybody to say where AI is going and where our society is going to go with this.
It's going, yeah.
But it is. I mean, me who's a big enthusiast to
Yeah.
AI, I'm
Yes.
also quite scared with what it's going to mean for society in general and how we're actually going to react with this. I mean, we've all got kids and we've been talking about this. It's
Yeah.
how do you actually introduce AI to kids?
Oh,
And
fuck, you don't.
How
the
do you
world
tell
that they're
them-
growing up in now is so fucking different to the world that I grew up
Yeah.
in. It's insane.
The thing that, for me, the thing that's really tough for the new generation is the fact that they didn't, like, our generation was so lucky to have
Both no internet and internet.
but also like a golden kind of horizon, like the prospect of things.
Yeah, in the
general was
90s,
so
everything
nice.
was looking like, yeah, we were
It's gonna
like,
be
okay,
great.
everything's going to be fucking
And then,
amazing.
like the new generation, they've grown up with like, okay, even if you vote green and you recycle, we're dying. Like, cool.
How
all right,
fucking lovely
so,
is it?
Yeah, and, like I do recycle everything, but it's like, if you read those news, like, what the fuck's the point anyway? Like, we are like, it's and every like the news outlets everywhere. I don't know if it's. I don't want to be one of those guys who doesn't believe in like in like
Birds.
climate change. and
Climate change is all
Birds are real.
I believe in everything. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
But I just think like at some point it must be tough to grow up in a world where everything looks so bleak. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like I mean, maybe obviously you can't have the news just telling you the good stuff, but the fact that it's a business to tell people the worst of things. I don't know. I just
the
feel like
craziest things are, the better it's going to sell. So we're obviously going to talk about it.
yeah. I don't know. I feel at the same time I feel so happy that I grew up during a time where like the news were just like, whoa, Bill Clinton got a blowjob. I was like, hell yeah! What? I would love to get a blowjob.
How
dude.
dare he? yeah. What's a blowjob?
It's
Is that when you
amazing.
just like
the guy plays saxophone?
just
There's
blow
two
on it.
blowjobs at the same time.
I remember at school being like, a friend of mine was like, dude, what's oral sex? And I was like, I think that's when you just talk about it, dude.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. So, dude, we had a lot of oral sex yesterday.
Yeah.
Talked about the potential.
Yeah,
of,
just talked about it.
fingering.
There you go.
No, but like I feel like we are lucky because we live in London and we go out quite a bit and we go to meet people like Owen, like younger generation than ours.
Yeah.
They're troubled by shit that I've never ever thought about. You see
Like
I
what?
mean?
I mean, don't
It's just-
spill
no,
Owen's
no.
beans,
So it's
but
not Owen's beans. He was talking about other friends, but it's just in general. I feel like it's a trickier, more stressed. They're more also like because we've been able in the last 30 years to put a label on a lot of things. See what I mean? Like if you had ADHD when we were kids, we were just like it's just an annoying kid.
right. Yeah.
It doesn't
And I was
have
like,
like a label.
here are some
yeah?
pills for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the labeling, for some people it works because it gives them, finally there's an answer for why they feel the way they do, yeah?
Yes.
For some people, the labeling is like, I think for my type of personality, if I was labeled as something, I would be crushed by that label. You see
But
what I mean?
also a label is a thing that you are using in comparison to something else, some sort of standard.
I know, but like,
And when there are that many labels, you start to lose focus on. Wait a minute, what is the thing that we're comparing everything?
Yeah,
It's
and
all
also,
becomes
like,
sort of meaningless in a way.
People can negate like a whole conversation by just saying that. For instance, that's the problem with me. I have almost no example ever. You know, it makes it's tricky for me to win arguments because of that. I can't remember things. I don't have examples.
I can't remember anything.
So you've done this. I was like, yeah, maybe. I'm sorry, dude. It's possible for sure.
Yeah.
What I mean is like yeah, you don't have what was the saying? See, I can't remember things.
See,
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember. It's fine.
No,
we're talking about labels.
labels. Yeah, I was saying like some people can just negate like your whole point and then go like, are you mindsplaining or
Yes.
is that virtue signaling or like this? Like these are the two that comes to mind now.
No,
But I know there's like hundreds, you know, that we've been able to synthesize and sum up like a whole kind of genre of point of view into 2-3 words.
Which is a very general type of.
People who use those, I can't fucking stand.
Yeah, it does remove any kind of nuance or subtlety or anything like that.
100%. So I just feel like it must be tough today to be born and to evolve into this kind of. If you were 18 in the last 10 years, and you had to deal with this kind of like really complex schematic of what you can say, what you can't say.
Yes, this codified
Yeah.
way of existing in society, I guess.
I mean, you can tell I don't know what I can or cannot.
Yeah, I guess so.
No,
yeah.
no. Here's why I'm
what
telling
was
you
what was
this.
the artistic reason
There's
for
a
that?
certain point in time where like even us, our photos as kids are like argentic, like they are
Yeah.
like
Oh, dude,
you know.
we should show you some photos of me as a kid.
I put them here.
You're gonna love these.
Yes, it'll come right here. Editor,
I always
editor,
forget.
can you put it here?
Now I know that I have to go back and find. It's 43 minutes. Okay. Yeah.
No, 43 minutes
Yeah.
plus when it stopped, so
What
1 hour and 15, something
Well,
like
I
that.
remember like about 10 years ago, a friend of mine went out with a girl that was. Oh yeah, dude, I love that picture.
Flo thinks I look
Oh,
pretty
shit.
special in
It's
this one. But
amazing.
Were you not born with that hair? I thought you were born with that hair.
I was a big kid, dude. I was a big kid, man.
Dude, yeah.
Fuck
I was a bruiser. That's a
Fuck.
That's a
That's a
South
big
African
child.
rugby player
Dude,
for
hell
he
you.
looked like what's the fat comedian Johnny Vegas? Does it? You look a bit like Johnny Vegas.
wow, dude.
No,
Yeah.
he does.
But also not particularly clever. But
No.
I see what you mean. The reason I bring these up is because not just because it's funny to look at, you know, what I.
Dude, it's Johnny Vegas for
But
sure.
it's the grain of the picture, like you were saying.
So 10 years ago, a friend of mine, so at the time was 30 because he's the same age, yeah.
Right.
He went out with a girl that was more like 20, something like this, yeah.
Hmm.
So young, but
Strong move.
still legal.
You know the rule for that,
Frowned
right?
upon,
I do
but
know the rule, yeah.
legally
It's,
fine.
You divide your age and you add your weight.
Well, if that was the weight, I mean, we'll all be fucked.
What is the rule?
The rule is you divide your age by 2 and then you do +7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He
But that
didn't-
works.
He didn't do that.
Give it a try. It works. So if he was 30
We
divided by
should've
2 is
been-
15,
should've
plus
been
7, 22.
Yeah.
So if she was 20,
It's,
then
it's a bit
you're
tight.
a
Yeah.
bit tight.
So,
She definitely was tight.
but what he told me was like, dude, it's so weird because like the photos of her that she had as a kid were taken by
An iPhone.
numeric. It was not iPhone yet, but it was numeric thing, you know. So there's no
Oh, it's all
aging to
digital
the
photos.
files.
Oh, fuck.
So the colors, all this stuff, there's no, you can't fucking date it. The only way you can date that is just, you know, like hairstyles and
Yeah.
fashion. But usually on kids, this is not something that's really.
But that's true. You
You
can't.
know.
If you look at fashion photos, all sorts of different photos from like the early 2000s on, like from 2004 for sure, it's almost impossible to tell.
Yeah.
You can't really
Everything was the
tell
same,
when
right?
when
Depending,
something was
except
taken.
if someone is like clearly holding like the the new Limp Bizkit, or you see what I mean? Like you
Holding
can't
a
really
newspaper.
tell.
This is the date.
And so
Yeah.
when we're moving towards this of like, well,
Singularity.
but this thing, yeah, exactly. And at the same time, the events that were atrocious in the Second World War, they were so like black and white and like grain and stuff like
There's
that.
a
like
sense of
it was-
distance.
There was such a
That's-
sense of
yeah.
distance.
Yeah.
Now I feel like somehow the fact that it's being covered with the fucking 4K
Yeah,
like perfect color,
on a
people
fucking
are like,
iPhone 15
it's
or
too
something.
much. Like they can't relate to it because it's too much like their life, and there's like they can't process it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
too real.
It's too much.
Yeah. Maybe in VR.
When VR used to be a thing. Remember when VR was a thing?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, you have BBC News and
Yeah.
fucking virtual reality, and they're like,
Like
VR.
VR used to be
VR.
the future.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about VR.
but
Well,
that's interesting because there's
these
these
nuts.
waves of different type of technologies. Like VR had a couple,
VR had
And
a couple.
then
Blockchain had a couple.
blockchain,
AKA
Dude,
NFTs.
AI is having one
Yeah.
now. It's gonna
Yeah.
come back with. I mean,
AI sounds more promising.
Yeah, AI sounds
Yeah.
promising just because of how the barriers to entry is just so low.
The blockchain,
Yeah.
the blockchain could have been, and I mean, still something that exists. I mean, I still have crypto and shit like this.
yeah,
It's just like
you're just holding.
I'm just holding.
cryptos, right?
Yeah, I'm holding, and I'm not gonna lie. I do believe like the whole thing is a bit of a pyramid scheme. Because the day I sell it,
you heard it.
no, but the day I sell the rest of whatever I have, I'm not thinking like I'm not thinking this is. There was a use with what we were doing with Ethereum, and it was really cool. The problem that I had, I guess, and that I have now with this was that it was littered by people who were just there to make money.
100% agree.
And
Yeah.
that kind of
And-
ruined the whole space because, like, okay, cool. We have this decentralized thing where you can create art. Like, we could give special access to some stuff.
Yeah, the biggest problem is that the big corporations, they don't want anything to do with blockchain because why give the power back to the people? If you can have
Yeah.
everything centralized onto a server,
No, exactly.
why give the power back to the people?
No, everything,
why would you
everything
do
is,
that?
Yeah, why would you do that?
everything is kind of like everything is kind of like banks and rich people like and brands, everything is kind of against this idea of decentralized stuff. The problem that we were facing with blockchain in general is that it was still like some cumbersome heavy machinery to be able, and even I who's been using it for a while now,
It still feels
it's still
difficult.
like fuck, it's
It is a bit
Here,
cumbersome.
let me put my ledger
yeah,
in.
it's like, fuck.
Yeah, but
How
I
does it-
think
yeah.
I think the other big problem with it, and it has to do with the wealth creation thing, is that there were so many projects that came out where the art was
Yeah, dog
dog
shit.
shit.
Subpar.
Yeah.
And
Subpar.
the whole reason for it is purely because of that money making thing. In a way, how can you blame someone when they're like, "Wow, I could send my kids to university,
No, of
or
course,
I
yeah.
could,
You took
I
your
might be able to
chance.
buy a house or
Mm,
something,
yeah,
or
yeah.
like I can, whatever your thing is."
What I mean is like it would.
But
make
it means that the
it's like you trust.
result is like
No,
just about that. It's
obviously,
not-
what I meant is just like obviously like, like I have my money in 2 banks, yeah,
yeah.
but like most people have 1 bank.
So much money's got 2 banks.
No, it's not that. No, there's one where there's almost nothing. There's one where there's the back
the
door.
real deal.
No, but what I mean is like you kind of give your trust to that bank to be able to like
To
keep
hold it
your
for
money
you
and
and,
hold it
yeah,
for you, yeah?
and give it to you when you need it.
So people laugh at crypto in the sense like oh okay it's such a volatile thing, but the like
Crypto
I'm-
bros
I
didn't
mean,
help
it's-
the
but
whole
exactly
scene. But
those
yeah.
guys they fucked it up. But at the same time nobody was there because it's not something that has like like a PR marketing department, and it's
they certainly do.
but
Like the Ethereum, they've
they
got,
do have a little bit of
yeah,
that.
they've got that.
Oh, they're doing a badass.
They're doing a shitty job.
They're doing a
It's like-
shitty job, yeah.
No, it's more about just the adoption from just regular people. You know,
there's no use case for it beyond.
But even if you just wanted to store your money somewhere, at some point.
Oh, yeah, but you would never.
Yeah,
You would never suggest this as like a stable place to do it.
The bank used to be super stable, but how many crashes have we seen recently?
Yeah.
It's just like, and banks, they keep getting like, they get like, what do you call it, bailed out by the government.
Yes.
We've seen that in 2008.
At one point, it won't be the case, and people.
I don't think governments are capable of doing that now. If there was a similar size crash, I
people
don't
already
think
lost their
governments have the
retirement
money
and stuff
to
like
do
this.
that.
It would be unheard of if tomorrow, like, your account at Barclays, who had like your savings disappeared, and you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But might happen. I mean, it could be a thing. See what I mean? I'm not pushing crypto at all, by the way.
The FTX scenario for stable coins. Here we come.
I'm just, as someone who doesn't understand finance and in general is just a guy who does tits for like drawings of tits.
All he
for
does
living.
is drawing tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, all he does is drawing
You
tits.
are good at that.
I've been lucky, and and I'm just trying to understand like how things work and where do you find stability and things that are safe.
No,
Obviously,
it's-
crypto is not the word for it, but
But crypto
in a way,
is
it could
just
have
a way.
been.
It's just a way of completely breaking every middleman. Like the best example, we worked with an artist out of Brazil, and we needed to pay him, and we couldn't pay him.
Thanks for the art.
Fuck off.
We needed to pay him.
See you later.
crypto.
Shut up. No, but- so we needed to pay him, and our bank couldn't pay him because there were no agreements between UK and Brazil for our banks. It was just a nightmare.
Boom.
So we looked at PayPal because PayPal is, it's cool.
Yeah.
PayPal was taking such a massive amount of fees and an exchange rate which was so terrible. It was costing me, 10% just to send money over to Brazil.
Wow.
Until I asked him. So that took me like 2 days to try and figure out how am I going to pay him. And then I asked him, can you take crypto? He was like, of course.
Yeah.
And
of
that
course.
take me 15 minutes
Yeah.
to send him the money. And
Yeah.
here it was. And I was done.
No, dude, yeah.
Because I didn't have to worry about any sort of services right in the middle.
No, I just what's sad is that it became a bad word, crypto and NFTs and stuff like this
because of all the fuckers.
because
of all the
douchebags.
fuckers. Yeah.
And Trump.
I understand, and I agree. It's full of fucking douchebags.
Yeah, it's full of douchebags.
For having done the NFT New York week,
Oh, holy
that
shit,
was
dude.
that was like the pinnacle.
dude,
I only did
fucking
NFT Paris
the
with you guys.
saddest people.
But that's why I mean when we were
Me
doing
as well. I was
Just
sad
eating
to be there.
oysters.
Yeah. When I was eating oysters, it was alright.
Yeah, I mean when we were doing salemate,
It was hard
I
as
mean
fuck, yeah.
when people were asking me, "Oh, what are you doing these days?" And it's like I wasn't saying, "Oh yeah, we've got NFT projects." It's like, no, we're working on blockchain.
yeah.
Blockchain sounds a little bit
But
more
it's-
technical,
Yeah, it's a
and,
bit shit.
and I do
It's
have a lot
funny.
more belief on blockchain as a whole. Blockchain
I think-
to
I
me
think-
has
yeah.
got a
But it's
lot.
crazy
I
to
agree.
think how much of a shift that is. Like, it was literally everywhere. Like, you couldn't move for stories in the news about NFTs and like so and so's made fucking millions
But
out
that's
of it.
because a
just
monkey was worth
everywhere.
£500,000.
Yeah.
You know, when a monkey's worth £500,000,
Those
like
guys
a
who didn't
JPEG.
sell those monkeys, man. That
Yeah.
makes me happy every day, dude.
The guys that didn't sell.
Yeah.
They're
And
holding.
still hoping.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
These are retarded.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
on this note, it's
Yeah.
been more than an hour.
Yeah.
You know what was really cool is that we used to do this live stream with you two. It's kind of a bit of a revival.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
nice, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind of
really
like
liked it.
back to the
to the roots.
steel hose.
Yeah. So.
That's nice.
We'll get to do one of these again.
Oh, for
Sure.
sure, yeah. No, I'm trying to do more live stream on YouTube, and I think for the dudes and stuff, there needs to be some kind of working thing there where we could live stream doing the drawings for all the collections and stuff
yeah.
like that, The problem with that is that because we designed the stuff a year in advance, you live stream the shit out of stuff.
That's like a year in advance, and people haven't got that kind of patience.
Yeah.
They're like, well, this is
That
coming out
never
next week,
unless,
isn't it?
unless they pre-order.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be a thing. Who knows?
Oh, we record and we live stream the video, but that's weird because we like, oh, shout out to this guy who's not there.
A year ago. He's dead now. Sorry, Carl.
Carl, please take care of yourself, dude.
Yeah, man.
You
Okay,
know-
no, okay,
you
he's not
know
dead.
it's
Okay, I
so-
was-
It's the second podcast in a row we've
yeah.
totally gone.
You're not, yeah. You're not so young anymore, and it's time to just take care of yourself. Just make
we
sure
gotta have Carl
everything's
on the
fine.
podcast.
We're gonna bring Carl in the podcast, yeah, but not yet.
He's
We
gonna
need to
be
talk
like-
about him one more time.
Yeah,
One more time, there's going to be a special guest. Hey, we got a special guest
To be a
today.
surprise guest, Carl. All right, well, guys, you have a good weekend.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I gotta pee.